Alright, what's going on, everyone? Did not expect to stream today, but it's probably gonna be a shorter stream. I'm gonna get into some Namalsk. See what we can get ourselves into. Without further ado, I meant to delete some recordings, but stream should be short. It's our first Nems spawn in a while. Oh, by the way, that wasn't a hacker. I confirmed it with one of the admins. They said it was a long-standing member, and from what they saw in the logs, he had a BK in his hand. So I didn't think it was. I kind of felt like it was more of a bug or something. My wife is out with my daughters right now on like a play date. So check the lighthouse over here. One of those wing it runs. See what we get into. Mess around a little bit. We get some gear. Maybe we can get south again. Seems like somebody already came through here. Might not be able to get this amount of streams in next week. We're gonna have to go take a look at new house. I want to get out a little bit more next week. Pretty much stood in the whole weekend. Yesterday, I guess we went out to have brunch. Might head to Jalo. All right. Oh yeah, yesterday I forgot we went Mosin v, or no, we went MKV Mosin and won. So that was hilarious. Guy had a Mosin, BK, whatever. He had a ton of rounds for the Mosin. Missed his shot, lit him up in the head with the MK. And I was gonna talk shit to him, but it was just taking too long. That was worth it. Oh, what's up, Ago? This ain't gonna be a long stream. Figured I'd get on while my wife was out for about, 2 hours or so. Hey, we got quite a bit of kills last week, or yesterday. Especially at research. That two-man was pretty bad. Like absolute trash. They didn't deserve to be in research, I'll be honest. I don't know who gave him the card to go there. The other guy just laid there. What did he do? I forgot what he did. He laid there and didn't bother to, like, laying on the ground. The problem is with laying and camping somewhere, especially after firing a shot at me. I now know you're there. You gave up your position. You missed the shot. It was bad. You almost had it. We ended up getting a FAMAS at the, we ended up getting a FAMAS at, C-130. We actually killed both of them with that. And it's because I jiggle peeked. The guy was laying on the ground. It's toward the end of the stream. I jiggle peeked. The guy was laying on the ground. And he fired his, as soon as I jiggle peeked. And I over penetrated on that too. As soon as I did that, he fired a shot. It might have been I'm not sure. Like, either way, he fired a shot and missed, and I just immediately cut the corner. Like, I jiggle peeked. He missed a shot. I came back in, cut the corner, and I saw he was on the ground. That's the problem with laying. Is now somebody knows where you're at, and you better get up, pretty much. It boils down to that. Alright, so... we got some rounds for this. Your internet died. Sorry. Sorry for your loss. I hit him once. I hit him again, but I don't know. Fuck. I hit him twice. Ooh. I should give it a second, because the storm is... that's fine. What did I lose? Your internet. That's what I meant. Yeah, I hit him twice. But I guess it's fucking... This is the Jalo spawn I wanted, but not the Jalo spawn, not the time that I wanted it. Oh. I should have waited. Oh, man. I thought I headshot him too. I'm not gonna make this. I got too much field to cover. We'll be yellow health though. We'll be yellow, so. Yeah, I went to the UK for work. In July, I say. Yeah, I got off the plane, and I'm like, did I take a wrong flight to like India or something? Or Pakistan? What's going on here? I look like a fucking 7-Eleven convention. It's not what I was expecting, you know? It was not what I was expecting. It's sad. I'm not a diversity is our strength guy. I'm a cultures don't coexist, they clash guy. And that's not so much a race thing, but like with different races comes, you know, realistically comes different cultures. Like the US has its own culture. But I'm definitely of the belief that yeah, cultures don't coexist, they clash. And that's I mean that's been proven through centuries of time, history. That's always been the case. So, well, what do I know? I'm just a fucking observer. Yeah, I guess it's their culture. They don't really believe in deodorant. It's just a thing. They don't smell so much like shit, just like BO for the most part. I noticed that when I was when I deployed and I was in like probably Dubai was the cleanest, but it's very progressive compared to a lot of Bahrain was disgusting. And here's another issue with their culture. They're shit to women. So, you know, I say some fucking actual facts about women all the time. And it could be called sexist, but the same people who would say that about me are also the same people who believe Muslim culture is like I mean it's within the religion. Muslim culture is like a positive. Well, the Middle Eastern culture is positive. I mean, there's certain parts that are, but by and large, it's a shit culture. The Middle East is a shithole. There's some nice places like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and places like that. But at least the progressive women that think that those nations are, you know, good. They're horrible fucking people, specifically the men. Yeah, even with minor differences. So I like, you can't expect a low IQ population that are, you know, refugees generally are pretty low IQ. It's not even a derogatory thing. They don't have the educational system that we have. Their literacy rate of Syrian refugees in, I want to say it was the UK, but it might actually be like Sweden or something like that. The, not what I want to take. The literacy rate's like 70-something%. You can't expect a culture that has a 70-something% illiteracy rate to integrate well into a Western culture like Sweden or Switzerland, whichever EU country it was. And they brought them in, and the other issue they had is like their regard for women is at like bottom of the barrel. So they have a habit of. I thought I just saw something. Alright, when am I? They have a habit of just grabbing women by the wrist and like pulling them towards them. I've seen it with my own eyes when I was in Dubai. No, in Bahrain, not Dubai. Yeah. They'll completely ignore that. I have a grenade, so let me forget that. Get a melee weapon, that would be nice. I don't know if anybody's actually been here yet. Yeah, you can't compare. Somalia is a shithole, and you look at the people that come out of that country, and they're also like just shit human beings. The regard for life down there is like bare bones. Like nobody gives a fuck. And I personally don't want those people in our country. Like, I hate illegal immigration, and I'm not a fan of refugees. As for the points I'm saying, I mean, the other thing I don't like is, like, don't come to somebody else's country, whether you're a refugee or not, and expect them to treat you a certain way. Like, no, the country, if the country brought you in, they don't fucking owe you anything. But the problem is, that's what a lot of immigrants are doing. Illegal immigrants are doing. Alright, we got a ton of dead bodies, or zombies here. I wonder where this guy went if he killed all these Zeds. Hey, what's up, Send It? Do you see a fire anywhere? You can put some legals there. There's so many. Yeah, that's like I said. I don't care about the people here legally. Illegally pisses me off. Especially since I'm first generation Hispanic. My father came here from DR legally. Legally, you know. Fuck. Where all those zombies come from? Some are here, some aren't. Thinking the guy might be up here. My last stream messed your back up. Final. Both. No, really, he played baseball. That was his main thing. I think he boxed at like a few fights in college. Nowhere near as many as mine. I want to say it's worth it to climb these. I don't know why I didn't climb it initially. No, I'm Dominican, so. Chad Cuban boxer. Ooh, that was dangerous. Oh, there's a zombie aggro all the way over there. Brown boys unite. I feel like there's a zombie. I heard it. I saw a zombie aggro where I was at. Oh. Yeah, sent it's a yellow guy. Yeah, were you near Iago's area? He's Brazil. Found that out yesterday. He's Brazilian. Yo, what's up, brother? Oh. What's up, bro? I'm friendly. If you're friendly. Are you friendly? Hello? I'm looking more like a Pancho Villa than Mr. Miyagi. Yeah. Why? Really, we might as well just do the this is ruined. Might as well just do the island. Oh, keep this. We could go to Military Island. Thought we were gonna run into somebody here. I guess not. Somebody had just been around and all the loot respawned anyway. Alright, so I should still try to do a fire. Because these are gonna get ruined. Really, I'm getting these for crossbow bolts. Can't make crossbow bolts yet. Nah. Let's hurry up and get this fire going before the sun goes down. We'll get 3 pieces of bark just in case. I think this is waterproof. Spanish, no hablo mucho español, pero tratado un poquito. I don't speak a ton, no. Born and raised here in America. Really, it's because I was born in Philly. Like, if I was born in South Florida, I most likely would have. I mean, this is the most. You know this already. If especially if you're Brazilian, there's a lot of Brazilians down here too. This, like, South Florida is the most densely Hispanic area in the entire U.S. There's no comparison at all. So. How did I fucking hear wolves from all the way over here? I guess when you move from another country and there's a lot of other people like you there, it's, you know, it's easier to kind of integrate. Like I said, the best Brazilian restaurants I've had here, Fogo de Chao is absolute trash. I was telling you that yesterday. But yeah, the climate down here is similar to a lot of other countries. Especially if you live on the coast. But the smaller Brazilian restaurants are way nicer. The steakhouses. Deerfield Beach, there's a lot of Brazilians there. Hialeah, where a lot of Dominicans live. Majority of Hispanics here are Colombian and Venezuelan. Obviously, it's bigger. They're bigger countries, so it's more influx of them. And there's obviously proximity as well. Cubans with the influx in the 80s. Fire keeps making me feel like I'm hearing footsteps behind me. Oh, there's so many Colombians. There's probably the biggest nation that's settled in the U.S. There's Colombian flags everywhere, which that one I don't get. It's hard for people to realize they're in America sometimes, because it's very, like, I don't understand. And there's people in my family that are like this. I don't understand how you come here and you've lived here longer than I've been alive, and you don't know English. People look at me sideways and I say, yeah, I don't speak a ton of Spanish. Well, I fucking grew up in America. English is the dominant language. I don't understand. And I'm also not from South Florida. Like, I'm from Philadelphia. Cool, my last name's Hispanic. Cool, my dad is first generation. My mom's from Puerto Rico. Great. And they both, their first language is Spanish. But really sitting here and think about it, what purpose did I have? My school was mostly black and some white kids. Like, Hispanics were a small number in there. So, like, people look at me sideways. And I'm like, no, like, I don't think you understand. Why? How does that not make sense to you? What's worse to me and what doesn't make any sense is how a Hispanic could be here for 40, 50, 60 years and never learn English. Why? Because you're expecting a fucking handout. So there's no incentive for you to learn English. But yeah, that one always gets on my nerves. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna act like it doesn't bother me. It's the same people saying it, you know, other Hispanics, and because I don't talk like a fucking hood rat. Oh, you're whitewashed, that type of deal. So, you know, I'm used to it, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. Yeah, that is the problem. Like, you move to another country and you're only around people that sound and look like you. No, that's the main all of my family members that are from here. That's their main reason. They live in the middle of North Philly, where all the shops, the stores, they speak English and Spanish. Like, if you have a store, you're gonna have to speak English, because a lot of the kids there, a lot of people like are second and third generation. So let's not get that twisted. Asian kid in Oakland in mid-70s got the yellow beat out of me. Yeah, there's a huge issue with the black community beating up Asian kids. That predates COVID. That's always been a thing. I remember the Cambodians in Philly were always having issues, and I think a lot of times it's that's where gangs get formed. I would imagine you probably could attest to that, but I would imagine that's where a lot of the LA riots is where a lot of it probably, since you're saying 70s, it probably predates that. But when you have like a specific race that keeps coming to the store, robbing them or picking up, I've seen it in school. Like, they treat those kids, which means they treat them like shit. The Asian kids like shit. A lot of black kids like have this weird animosity, or it's not even animosity. They're just overly aggressive towards them. Like, Asian kids did nothing wrong. I saw that in school all the fucking time, and it's because they prey on them, like fucking predators, and they're always constantly trying to start like smack them in the back of the head, tease them, bully them. That's always been a fucking thing, at least throughout my entire life. So during COVID, when there were these issues where like Stop Asian Hate, that went away real quick, and when they realized the FBI statistics, the DOJ statistics, and this is not under a Trump administration, but the DOJ statistics showed that the only race that was out of all races, the only race that was more likely to be assaulted or murdered by any other race, because most racial crimes are intraracial, meaning like if you're white, you're more likely to have a crime committed against you by someone who's white. If you're black, you're more likely to have another black person commit a crime against you. If you're Hispanic, blah blah blah. Same thing all across races. The only race that they are more likely to be assaulted or murdered by someone else other than their race, or by someone else outside their race, are Asians by blacks. The only one. It's been on the DOJ website for years. That's always been a thing. So I can't tell you if it's a jealousy thing or what, but I know I grew up with that. And obviously there's the same issue with blacks in the Jewish community in New York. I can't say I've seen much of that when I was in Philly, but yeah, definitely the fucking Asian thing. I don't know what is. And so what you end up happened in Philly is a lot of the Cambodians started gangs, and you know, Cambodians ain't necessarily the poster child of Asians, but it's close enough. When I'm talking about, I'm like, in terms of like overly educated and extremely studious towards education and schooling, Cambodians ain't necessarily. Cambodians and Filipino are not necessarily the poster child of that, but nonetheless they got picked on by a lot of black kids, so they end up making gangs, and you know. Yeah, I imagine that's like, I had heard that's where the Mexican mafia started. I don't know how true that is, but let's peek over before we fucking start a fire. Hey! Hey! Hey, you! Come back, please! Hey, brother, I promise I'm friendly. I'm friendly. I'm friendly. As long as you're by yourself. Yeah. I got food, dude. I got food too. I got plenty of food if you wanna. Like, I seriously want to team up. That's why I didn't start shooting. Yeah. Do you loot it already or no?
Say what? Your mic is really quiet.
Oh no. Can you hear me? Test. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Are you on like the first setting? You know?
No. I'm on the high one. I don't know what's going on. I might have to reset my mic. Can you hear me? Test.
Yeah.
What about now? What about now? I don't know. I took this mask off. That's weird. Did you loot this place already?
No. I was just gonna come check the lighthouse, but I saw you.
Yeah, let's loot the rest of the place. Get a fire going too, if you want.
Yeah.
Here. Take some food.
Yeah.
I don't know why he can't hear me.
Where do you wanna make the fire?
I guess the last building. don't know what's up with my mic. I'm gonna, because I don't want that to be a reason for him to shoot me. You already looking here?
No. I was gonna start the fire.
Okay. Here, you take this gun. 'Cause I just found an AUG. And now on the ground.
What?
An AUR. I'm gonna reset my mic once we get a fire going.
Ah shit, my matches are damp. Got anything?
Can you guys hear me fine? Alright, what about now? Can you hear me better?
To be honest, it sounds kinda the same.
Yeah, let me reset my mic. And you got rounds on the ground. Yeah. Great. That's literally what happened yesterday. Almost identical to what happened yesterday. I'm like in the middle of doing... I didn't hear them because I took my mic off. And then I didn't have any fucking round... Like... Oh, God. That's almost identical to what happened yesterday. You guys can hear me fine now, right? That fucking sucks. They literally, all they did was burst in. They just bursted in. Like, I would have probably, at the bare minimum, would have had one of them. They didn't clear anything. That was such a sloppy way that they went in, and I didn't have anything. I didn't have a fucking round in the chamber. Today was worse because I didn't have a round in the chamber. Yesterday I was laying down, getting ready. I was laying down in the trees, getting ready to start eating. And then somebody, I saw a stream of somebody who, I found out who killed me. And it's kind of odd. It's still odd. I'm not going to like report them or anything, but I found out who killed me. And the way they found me was they saw, so basically for everybody who wasn't watching yesterday, I was laying down in a tree. I had a fire. It was definitely concealed and there was a blizzard going on. So, I mean, I thought I was pretty hidden. I was like, all right, let me go piss real quick, and then I'm gonna go try to I'm gonna eat while I get the buff. Probably within 3 to 5 minutes, somebody shows up, sneaks up, shoots me in the head, and I'm dead. I ended up finding out who did it, who killed me. I just thought it was odd that I'm like in the middle of, not in the middle of nowhere, but I'm like after Lambridge, there's that other tower that you can go where there's a water well, and then you start heading south, and what ends up happening is there's a bunch of trees on the side. So, but it was a blizzard going on. There's no way you would have saw that from afar, right? So while I'm in there, somebody kills me, and I looked at I found out who it was. I was looking at their stream, and I finally found the spot. I didn't see this part. I just found their time, but I saw the chat say it's like, and that's why I don't cut down trees near where I'm making a fire. Iago heard me say this. I purposely only took one stick from 2 trees. I took 1 stick from one tree and 1 stick from the other. So I didn't have a tree laying down to give away my position. So what tree they're talking about, I don't fucking know. Because there was no tree down as far as I know. Either there was another tree down that somebody had cut in that area, or I may have for the first time got stream sniped. I don't know. I'm not a big streamer, so I just thought it was unlikely. But I guess it is possible. The guy who did it, who killed me, isn't a massive streamer either. I just thought that was really fucking odd that like, you found me in a blizzard like that. And that you were able to sneak up on me. Like when he approached me, he snuck up on me. Well, I looked at, so what I did was when I got off, that person was still on. That was the main reason. When I got off, that person was still on. And I had glanced, my bad, I forgot to say this. Like when it happened, I had glanced and I was like, I think that might be the guy, but I didn't look right away. It's just, I didn't want to know right away. And I didn't want to look at their stream while I was playing. So when I died, I saw like somebody was in a blizzard and it looked like it'd be, so I took note of their name. And then when I got off, I went back on the stream and I saw that was the person that killed me. Normally I wouldn't do it, but it was just, dude, it was so fucking odd. It was fucking odd to me. So I definitely think that might have been the first time I've ever been stream sniped. But I mean, if there was a time, it would have been then. And I can't guarantee it. It's just odd that I did. You know what I probably should have did is look back to see if like. Oh yeah, I stalked the crap. Unless you're calling him a stalker, but yeah, of course it's pretty easy to. That's why I don't do it during stream. I don't really want to know. God, those guys sucks that I didn't have a fucking one in the chamber. Those guys were so fucking bad. Like, to just burst in a door like that. I don't know if they were unaware that there was a fire in there. Maybe that's why, but that was such a bad, like, making entry like that is so just tactically unsound. I mean, you guys saw it. It was You don't have to be an expert in CQB to see, like, just bursting in the door like that is a horrible idea. Unless that was his teammates. Unless he did have teammates. You know, that's another possibility. Those guys were geared, though. That's a weird thing. Oh, they took his pants. Sick fucks. No, I think you probably would end up finding it had I not implored you not to look. Like, while I was dead, I was like, let me see who's in a fucking blizzard right now. And I saw somebody in a blizzard that was near that area. And I'm like, I'm not going to fucking... Obviously, a lot of time ended up passing before I logged back on. But not logged back on, but before I respawned. Because I ended up eating. I was like, I might as well just fucking eat now. You notice every time I get a team up, though, as of late, it just gets destroyed almost immediately. Yesterday was the fucking getting DC'd and... Same thing as yesterday. Uh-oh. My wife is home. I might have to get off. Hold on. Yeah. My daughter keeps asking me to play Elden Ring with her, and I can't. It's kind of hard for me to say no. But let's play for another 15 minutes. No, she just watches me play it for the most part. She can't play Elden Ring. Girls can't play Elden Ring. Girls can't play Elden Ring. There's no crying in baseball. Yeah, no, she just watches me play. She probably could. She definitely plays games. I probably like. I don't. There's a lot of TV I don't let her watch, but the games are probably a little bit cool. Like Silent Hill, she'd like to watch me play, and she liked to watch me play Silent Hill, and it's a pretty deep game for a fucking 3-year-old.
I didn't miss you.
Do you have a gun? What? Yeah, she's good. Little ones just nag you. So much naggier. I think he was trying to make a fire. We're just kind of fucking around at this point. Alright, we gotta remember we only have 6 shots in this bad boy. If somebody gets on that roof, we're kind of fucked. Start aiming for his head, and then I was like, let me just do quick attacks, because the power attack just takes too long. I fucked up at the door. I need a bigger pad. Not a maxi pad, just a bigger mouse pad. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's get those things kind of hot. Help us get the buff faster. I don't know, it's been taking forever to get shit buffed. It's not like before where it, you know, would happen like right away. How gray that is. Oh, look. We definitely did get the buff faster. I feel like somebody's outside. Whoa. What is that? Alright, we gotta make room for this. I don't know what light that was. Maybe it looked like a flashlight in the distance. And we got plenty of that. Variety in ammo is definitely more important. Let's go back and pick some of that other ammo up since we have room. Oh, I hit him like fucking twice. Was that a fucking repeater? I hit him once when he came in, and then when he came out, the zigzag got me. Probably should have. I don't know. I was better off doing it. He had a fucking helmet on, so whatever. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah. Sorry for the short stream, but my daughter really wants me to play Elden Ring with her. I'll. What is it, 3 streams this fucking weekend? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So most likely, if I can't get one during the week, it's gonna be like Friday. I'm not much better. I'll go. I try to be judicious with my shots. So I'm trying to, what I've been doing lately, and it has been helping a bit, is I've been trying to aim for the head. Obviously, it's a smaller target, but it has been helping. I think yesterday we got a couple headshots. Today it looked like we did, but I'm trying to aim for the head a little bit more. I'm so used to, with my center mass, with my prior job, with the San Diego County Sheriff's Department and the military, is like always center mass. Although before I left, the new thing that's being taught a lot of times is pelvic girdle, which is like around your pelvic area, because if you know you shoot somebody in the arms or body, they're still gonna be moving for a while. That pelvic girdle, you start hitting femurs and shit like that, or If not, they're gonna bleed out very quickly. You know, you hit certain arteries down there. It really fucks people up. That's a new thing. So, anyway, I've been trying to aim for the heads a little bit more, and seems like it's helping a bit. He had a helmet on anyway. Yeah, so you guys have a good night. I appreciate you guys sticking around, even though it was a short stream. Gonna go play Elden Ring with my daughter, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.